Now, hello there. Diary entry for the 20th of December 2015, which is yesterday. Now, today was not bad. It's a fairly quiet day, actually, to be honest with you. As part of my usual self-harm routine, I this time went atop the old one, so in the middle of the M. So it didn't really, that's the big huge one. You can just barely see the others. It's basically an M, the letter M for Mariana, and I gone through the middle, alright? And then throughout the day it started paining me like a bitch. So basically speaking, like literally towards the very end, it started paining. Girl, my sister had to give me painkillers because that's how bad it got, you know? But then moving on though, afterwards my sister came down for her weekly, I was going to say meds for some reason, for her weekly downloading. We had a great laugh. While she was downloading, I was putting on my Christmas lights for the outside. Pictures will be going up soon on my Facebook account, so hope you can all look forward to that. It was most enjoyable doing so. I was ecstatic today, unlike last night. Now, I was feeling crap, and then when I saw Sister Sister the TV series, I began to feel happy because Lisa had done something stupid or whatever it is, the character I should say, and maybe something funny or whatever, and it made me laugh, and it took it from there. So then afterwards I then realised that with the help, of my sister, I'll be able to afford the cash for tomorrow's meeting at the very least with Seamus. Now, what? That's quite a long rigmarole. That's one sentence and there's quite a lot to say within that particular sentence. Now, I was actually worried about that I had only about 40 or so quid left, alright, for the whole week. And I intended I use some of it for my sister to take out and myself, obviously. And then, of course, to get other stuff like, well, and then as well, the Star Wars, which I hope to see before the week is out, in particular the IMAX on Wednesday evening, because on Thursday evening, Cineworld will be closing very early. I I heard someone saying about 3 p.m. so, which obviously is not optional for me, which is Christmas Eve. So that said, then I decided that. So I said, what can I do? Like I was getting a bit anxious. So then, only for my sister, then I actually thought, but what happens when my injury benefit does come in? Actually, you know, what I could do is take that injury benefit out. So if they give me 84.50 a week, so I'll probably take 50 out. That should be enough for me for the week. And then, well, we'll see. And then afterwards, then I could then simply put just use that for Star Wars. For like I said, the cards will be finished now in terms of the what they call the posting of stamps and everything. So I won't have to worry about that for a while. Not that I didn't miss it, because I will miss it, of course, considering. But that's it. That's where I'll be able to get my cash for this week. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I'll at the very least need cash for Star Wars, the IMAX I mean, for my friend Seamus, which I'm meeting him tonight, this evening, well, sorry, tomorrow evening. Then I'm to meet, I was hoping to meet Ed from Vegan Ireland, but so far he hasn't replied, so I don't know what's going to happen. So he may reply with a no. Then I have to go to the art house, but obviously there won't be any cash there because I'm buying anything there for now what looks like I won't be able to afford it. So that's another minus drawback, but no biggie, because they don't sell that much and it's just green teas, which is not too bad. And what else would I be needing? Oh, and of course stamps and questions. So that's basically what I need is money for Seamus. Not to give to him obviously, but more so to have tea or whatever with him. I need money for Star Wars and stamps. Those are three basic minimum that I need for this week. Now I checked it up on my account here, or the Excel spreadsheet, about €3. Clearly, that's not going to last for maybe shame, depending on the price of a cup of tea in Starbucks or coffee for that matter. But I doubt very much it's going to be nice to me, because I had hoped to get Star Wars Star Book. What is it? Oh god, I'm mixing up all Star, just not the other. That I hope to get Star Books TV Star Books tea, preferably coffee, considering I will what have I slept, because this is my normal it's on Monday routine anyway. I stay up for the night or whatever. So that's what I hope to do now. So moving on then, like I was saying, when I don't know if you all remember my friend James. I'll give you a brief background to him. Basically, I met James when I was in Rossmony, my secondary school, or to my US friends, is known as a high school over there. So the America's version of high school, we call it secondary school. So now I met him there because he's a year or two ahead, well, was at the time, probably to age or whatever, and he was a year or two ahead of me, and he seems to recall quite a lot that he was he was being bullied quite severely. Now obviously I more than likely did not get in his way in terms of saving him, whatever, considering if I can't even save my sis from being bullied from the relatives, chances are I highly doubt very much I actually saved my friend or whoever, well, James in this case, from being bullied from men or boys in this case. So no, it's because he's got a severe back disability, and I'm sure there's other stuff that I'm not aware that he has as well. So I'll be seeing him tomorrow, or well, it is tomorrow, yes. And that's basically what I was trying to say earlier that I need the cash for. So moving along, as one would say, as I would only okay. So with the help of my sister helped me really nice. Once you begin your injury benefit, George. Now, I was looking up my bank statements or my bank account online, and the last time I was paid with the injury benefit was on the 11th. That's now more than a week's away. What's the word I'm looking for really? Is more than a week's worth of wage, or whatever you call it, right? Now, I should have been paid last Monday, the 14th, if it goes according to on a Monday routine, but it didn't kick in. But the fact that he got paid on a Friday in this, so maybe, yeah, bank. Okay, I'm just gonna try something once more, cause I just don't know what, I just don't know what's going on with this. No, still DR. So the last, let's have a look. See. Oh, hi. What's your? There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Right. 7. Here we go now. Right. Okay. So I was paid on the 7th. That's my very first paycheck. Okay, for the injury benefit, and I received $70 40 cents. 7 4 is 11. Oh. Okay, so they've changed it yet again. God, no one to get confused with this cloudy show. Right, okay, so it's paid again. $84 50 cents. And that's on the 11th. Okay. Right, so 84.50, right? That's the only time I ever got paid €84. Which is the full rate. Because when I got paid more than that, or paid since that, sorry. It's not looking likely at all so far. Anyway, I don't know. So anyway, getting back to business, so basically I'm just hoping that I'll be paid today. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? It'll help me towards getting my benefits. Otherwise, failing that, for today's anyway, I do intend using Barry's 25 I won that I won last week. He gave me a gift of like 4 scratch cards, I think, and I won €25 on it, which I was ecstatic. Is the term I use quite a lot. So I'll be using that now for the, if it looks increasingly like, well, see, I'll check again around 5 before I head out. Well, I'll obviously be heading out before then, but yeah, I'll be Then I'll check it out there, and then if I have the cash from the bank, I'll yank it out the bank, and then whatever. But if I don't get the cash, I'll have to use the 25 I was given, which as just happens, it does come in pretty handy. So moving along nicely and swiftly, I'll be paying. So let's have a withdrawal. Now, SW will be lodged in during the week. Now, the SWA, which is Supplemental Welfare Allowance, that will be lodged in during the week as well, you see. So not only do I expect my payment for injury benefit, I'll also be getting the SWA itself. Now, I'm going to be using the SWA for literally just bank or bill, and the rent in question. Now, the rent is yet to be paid for 2 weeks, so that'll be €260 for the last this week. This week that's coming up, and last week, something like that. And then also, of course, any remaining bills, which I don't think there's any at the moment. Well, this week anyway. So then, moving along swiftly, I then decided that I would use every single cent of the IB for myself. Alright, pocket money was, alright? Normally I wouldn't do that, but clearly I don't think I'm going to be running up to mommy and daddy again. So I'm trying to avoid them as much as possible, well, financially speaking anyway. So but anyway, so then including Christmas week, which is this week, because Christmas Day is on Friday, you see. And that payment will pay for my rent for 2 weeks. So yeah, as Father Jack from the Father Ted series says, I'm a happy camper, you know. So then we both headed on, my sister and I, so we got ready to go to her place. We got takeout, she got something in her place, in Nico, sorry. And we waited around for a few minutes, and then we went on to, we then went on to 4-star pizzas, or pizza, sorry, got my takeaway and she got something there as well. And then I brought my RTE guide, annual bumper issue of the RTE guide, in which it has TV listings for the Christmas period, like all the specials, the movies, etc. The usual. Every year this goes on, TV wise, I mean. So then, afterwards there was a quiz in the magazine, which was almost towards the end, in which I was testing my sis. We had a ball with it, and I went literally ecstatic when I got 2 questions right in the quiz. Following are the 2 questions that I went ecstatic over. Which country won this year's 60th Eurovision Song Contest 2015, which was held in Germany, I think? Yeah, because the previous winner, Conchita Wurst, won it for Germany, hence why it was held in that. And my sister said Russia, and I said Sweden. La Suède, la Russie. Alright? Now, my sister was actually mixing it up with Sweden because she claims that Russia was second place, which I don't know, and I'm not going to bother finding out. But according to her, she thinks it's second place, and that's why she probably got confused. So that said, when I said Sweden, okay, and I said okay, and that literally was just talking off my head because I actually don't remember, to be honest with you, who won the Eurovision Song Contest. So I just said Sweden off my head, not thinking in the slightest. So then she looked it up on Google, and the phrase I use all the time, Google's your best friend, must be the Samsung. Let's just look at the Samsung Gear S2, which is a smartwatch. Pretty expensive, if you ask me, but anyway, getting back to the blog here. So then she googled who won the Eurovision Song Contest 2015. As it happens, it was Sweden, because I forgot about my baby, Malm. Oh god, I even forgot. Malm was the name of the city, but I just forgotten the guy's name. He's not Minx, but something of that nature. He's a pure baby, But when she read it, when she saw it and she sat down as much as she was ashamed. I said, okay, something go wrong, But she said, no, it was Sweden. And I said, wow, and I was hitting the magazine off my head like that, literally several times, because I was that excited. I don't know why I got such a reaction or why I got so excited. I don't know why. Like, maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't mind, I didn't even have a sleeve in my mouth. And yet, I got so excited. It's the same thing with the next question. This year's Rosa Trilly represented which Irish county? Now, my sis, my sis said Wicklow, yeah, and I said Meath. Now, again, Meath was a county, is the royal county, some of you may know, and I don't actually follow the Rosa Trilly anymore. I used to, but not anymore. It's not. I just don't have any interest. So, but as it happens, it was County Meath because I vaguely recall actually now I was at home here amongst my inflatable puppies here, and I don't actually remember ringing up Dad at all. I was thinking about him because when Meath won, well, the person who represented the county, and that's about it. And I just don't remember actually. Maybe I told him in person or whatever. He denied that whoever you won the competition or whatever, something like that. But Queenie did, or my sister did, because at the end of the day, she actually asked that, or she mentioned it to him or something. Or no, he mentioned to her, whatever. She was telling me this last night. So either way, same thing, exactly the same thing. That I actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Really? That I got excited again or ecstatic. Again, I still don't understand why I went. You could call the term manic to a certain degree, like. I didn't start punching people or whatever, or some people call it not homeopathic, homicidal or nothing like that. Or psychotics to what I'm looking. No, it's just literally, man. It's like as if I was banging my head, which is my ritual I do every night before going to sleep. As I often say to myself going to sleep, that I want to get rid of the thoughts of ISIS and all the stuff that goes on my brain. And I just bang the head to get rid of it out of my brain. Something like that. So then that's basically what happens. So my sister Googled the above two questions, and every time she showed her face, which she did again for the Rosa Trilly, I just went ecstatic in terms of slapping the magazine on me head. Literally. And as my baby Dane DeHaan, who plays Harry Osborn in the Amazing Spider-Man series, well, in particular the second one, because he wasn't in the first one, if I don't recall, he says, I don't know how, and I don't know why. And then he says whatever it is he has to say. I'm most certainly not gloating, so I wasn't saying, oh, you're a loser, you can't get anything right. Nothing like that. I'm not into that sort of thing, not my style. I just overreacted, and I still don't understand why. But one thing's for sure, I just got very excited. It's like as if I won $1 million sort of thing, sorry. So then, moving on, I then headed back to my place, and would you believe it? There's a snowman which is now, it's a lights, where there's lights on the actual snowman is all around the circumference of it, right? And would you believe it, I actually put him in the bathroom. Window now, so not, yeah, you know what I mean, the window, okay? Now, I left up the blind because no one needs to see me taking illegal alone and dump. So I wanted to keep up the idea of having all windows being advertised. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've never decorated my bathroom, but then is that a done thing? Not according to my folks, because I've never seen any decoration, let alone light, in any bathroom or actually anywhere, right? So I just put up stone because it's a window where the public, in this case my tenants who are next door neighbors to me. So I just went outside to see would anyone else on the street see it, and unfortunately they won't be able to. I said, so what? The crowd next door will see it anyway, so there's tenants, because my landlord actually called off or knocked off one of the gates, so I won't be able to see him in that regard. Or I won't be able to go. No one can go at that gate anymore. They all come up to the gate, the one I use a lot, but only. So then, that said though, the tenants beside me, like I said, will see it every time they pass my place. So that's about it, guys and lassies. So I'll see you all tomorrow. So hope you're having a good sweet dreams and good night. Look out, and bless you all.